The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maves and the Garavogue Bar.
Come here, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Christmas Ale from the
Merry
White Hag Brewery.
Chrysler.
And
Happy
you know
Christmas.
something? When you open the can, it smells like walking into a pub the day after the crack has been had in the pub.
Do you know, it actually smells really nice. I've never, like as you said, smell it.
It actually smells like
Does it smell like
a pub.
Does it smell like Sidona?
Yeah, it does actually.
Is
now
there
that
apple?
you've said that now, there's alcohol and Sidona. That's what it is.
Is there apple in it?
Yeah.
Alcohol in Sidona is just Bulmers.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
White Hag make a cider?
I don't know.
I've never thought of that before. That the White Hag probably
Is a brewery is Bulmer's
a brewery.
a brewery?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, of course it is.
it's not a cidery or
A vineyard. Like it's not like I presume.
a vineyard.
I presume
Big into growing
that
trees.
making cider they.
Is brewing as well. You
It'd be
brew a
interesting
cider.
if they did.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, because cider is like if White Hag ever want to get into the underage drinking market,
If they did.
cider is a great way to start. That's
It
how
is,
we
yeah.
all started
Yeah,
drinking,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
So
that's
if they-
actually something that with Cog Bobbins you might have to look
Cog
at.
Bobbins, if you ever wanted to sell to 14-year-olds or 15-year-olds, that'd
Yeah,
be
cheap cider.
get a cider.
Yeah.
Hang
Come here. Speaking of drink, we put up a little TikTok. This is the only thing, by the way, I have for the podcast today. So once I get through this, it's
Listen,
going to
thanks
be
for listening.
Slim Pickens after this. So we put up a TikTok about Smithwick's being a beer.
Oh yeah, I
Remember
saw that
yeah.
one went up again. Yeah.
Yeah, so it went up again, and
Is this going to be a load of comments calling me a prick now? Is that what
no,
you're about to
again,
do?
the Stig spotted a couple of
Errors.
not errors, no, regular contributions. Jeez, how did I say that?
Oh, regular
Contributions.
Yeah, so people
Regular
who are
contributions.
recurring commenters.
A recurring commenter. This recurring commenter, it's a fella by the name of, or could be a lady by the name of Jay, or a day by the name of Jay,
Yeah,
or
Day
a fella
J.
by the name of
Day
Jay.
J.
Day J.
Yeah.
So
What are your pronouns? They, J.
So user 366 isn't Smithwick's an ale? And after a couple of comments, Jay says ale is a specific type of beer.
Yeah, so...
That was his first comment.
Okay.
Then
Second comment was, I'm going to kill the two of you the next time I see you.
Sean
Or wear
Grandpa
your
said
skin.
ale, and Jay came back, ale is a type of beer. Charlie Dog 9 said, it's ale, to which Jay replied,
Come on.
ale is a type of beer.
Right, okay,
And he has
so-
a full stop every time he throws it in.
Jay's a Paris.
And then Charlie Dog 9 replied to Jay and said, so is lager, Google it.
What did
To
he
which
say?
Jay said back, I
Come on.
don't need to. I know. So then Owen McGrath said, it's an ale. Jay says, ale is a type of beer, full stop. Dave O'Dublin said, it's ale. Jay said, ale is a type of beer, full stop. So what this fella did, John Brennan, 84697, it's ale. Jay came back. Ale is a type of
Is it-
beer,
is it
full
a-
stop. And he
yeah.
gives beer a full, like a capital letter as well. Trish Dev, it's ale. Jay says, ale is a type of beer. So you can see this.
There is a recurrent pattern here.
Wha-
There's an MO to this gentleman
Yeah.
or lady, that they, Jay. Everyone who's commenting there saying it's an ale,
Yeah.
Jay in particular, and all
Yeah.
the rest of them, or saying like it's not this or it's this or it's this.
Yeah.
All of them missed the point.
They did.
Because none of that matters.
No.
Because ye might as well all be, and now not to be picking people out like or singling out a nation. That's like a very German response.
Yes. Do you think
If you know
Jay
what
is
I mean.
German?
No, it could be
German Jay.
It could be J for German. J-E-R-M-A-N. German.
Jay the German, yeah.
So that's a very like political. That response doesn't work in the west of Ireland.
Yeah.
Because the truth doesn't matter around
No, it didn't
here.
matter.
That's the point of the video.
yeah.
The truth does not matter. You can come in with you could cite a big load of citations of old books and stuff.
But he took
in
the
the west
time.
of Ireland, beer is Smithwick's.
He took the time to reply to every comment under the video.
Yeah.
We woke up one morning and there was 88 new comments on our video.
From the same
Because he
fella.
spent the whole night replying to everybody, setting everyone straight.
I mean, I've always thought that too. Like,
that's
I mean,
some
fair play to him.
commitment.
I can't tell if he's on our side or not, though, from it.
What is it? How could you spend your days correcting people on the internet?
I was just going to say that.
Would you not have other things to be asked?
So we know plenty of people who just spend their time, and Facebook is the worst for it, like, but like, to wake up and go, I better get on now and start commenting quick.
Yeah,
I can't. Do you know what I
Closes
did
the
today, right? Because Fiddler's closed today, the doors for the first time.
sad times.
I mean, I haven't commented on a Facebook post in 10 years, like, right?
Yeah.
I wrote out a message on Facebook
Yeah.
saying, look, just thanks a million for everything over the years.
very
And
kind of you.
me and Nicola had, yeah, but I didn't put it up though.
Why not?
Because I said, I can't put in comments on Facebook.
Then you turn out like, I'd say they're all thinking, geez, the only man now that didn't comment was Mark.
No, but you know what I did instead? I typed it up on WhatsApp and sent it privately. Because I can't be seen to be putting stuff up on Facebook. Who am I, my mother? I can't be fucking putting stuff up on Facebook.
But isn't it wonderful that you made the choice rather than publicly communicating your sentiments?
Yeah.
You just sent it to the person you wanted to. If only that was a regular
If only
thing.
more. Well, actually, that could get worse as well, though, because if they are negative comments, and if you're like Alan Clark, for instance, if you're like, I might write underneath that I think Alan Clark's a prick. No, actually, I'm going to write to him personally.
Yeah.
So that he really feels this.
Yeah.
Which is, we found out, he told us he had a Sligo.
Jesus Christ!
I was going
to
to say a Sligo stalker, but it's not. It's a troll.
That's right.
And I was like, the trolls go, I'm not just going to do it publicly, I'm going to send them a message now as well.
Yeah.
There is more feeling to it as well.
There is,
so any
it's
of
more
you
personal.
trolls there, or that gentleman, German J, or whatever we call him, or they J, send it to us personally.
Yeah.
And a bit more abuse.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to elaborate on your vocabulary and not just start telling everyone it's an ale. You call me a prick or something instead.
Add a little bit of life into it.
Yeah, add a bit of life into it. You're
Stop
gone.
now.
He's
Don't
gone very boring.
don't-
DJ has gone very, very boring.
Boring or Borman?
Borman. That's not a word. No, it'd be on all the TikTok comments.
No.
That's not a word. That's not a word. Yeah, but he didn't mean
Borman's
say
not a
it.
word.
That's not a word.
That's not a word.
Come here. What were you saying you were doing before we walked into the door and you were like, you said
Why,
you
paper
were,
clips?
You were burning documents or something?
No, I wasn't
What were you
burning
doing?
them. I was confidentially shredding them, and Laura was getting all excited.
You said like
me talking all
you said like,
770 to
oh,
her.
the vans are coming or something.
The what?
You
Oh no,
said,
yes.
Oh, the new government. You started burning loads of old documents or
No,
something.
that's not what I said.
Something like that. Was it? What was it again?
We have to store files for 7 years.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then after 7 years, then you can make a big fire outside, and it's great.
That's where bonfire night started.
That's how bonfire was. The civil service in Ireland back in 1050.
De Valera,
Exactly.
back in 1050, when he
Yeah.
became president of Ireland,
Ireland.
said,
Let
"Let us now have a bonfire."
That's a small bit kind of true though, because all the Irish records were stored in the custom house, and during the troubles of the 1919s and 20s, the custom house was burnt down, and we lost most of our records.
But I mean, wouldn't it be great if you could do that with your life?
No.
Like if I could burn everything that happened to me from 16 backwards.
See, it's gone. You can't do that now with the internet.
No, I don't mean like, yeah, you can't do
You'd
that
have
now
to
with
burn the internet.
Yeah, you can't burn the internet, and you can't destroy computers forever and all that. Yeah. But it would be interesting if you could just get blank out your whole history before that. You know,
Why would you want to do that though?
Just were we not talking about this like recently? Where I was like, I wouldn't like me as a so. We were talking about it.
Right.
So we got asked to do a gig. I haven't replied to the message yet.
Yeah. Oh, you going to talk about this?
Yeah, when we talk about it for a second.
Yeah,
like, you can even see now that I'm getting anxious.
You're getting anxious.
I'm getting real anxious.
Take a shift drink there.
So,
have a bit of Christmas ale.
Susan Love, I'm really sorry. We've been thinking about it a lot, and I haven't messaged you back yet. And this is your message. Also,
Does she listen?
I don't know. Also,
Right.
I will message you back.
Okay.
We got asked to do a gig, like, back home. I can't even say it.
No, me to say it.
Isn't that terrible?
Is it the Rose of Castlerea?
Yeah, so they do the Rose Festival.
I thought this was a wonderful idea, because for me, that's no problem, because I'm going into a room full of people in Castlereans.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody.
Castlerorians.
Castlealians.
Castlereans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, now, and equally, I do feel your pain, because if they asked me to do the same thing, the Rose of Killala,
Yeah.
no.
Well, there was only ever one woman in Killala. So they haven't done the Rose of Killala since 1972.
She left.
They anointed her.
She
Sheila
died.
Love, that's you. And no, so we got asked. They wanted to do this gig. Like the Rose Castlerea Festival is unbelievable.
Big
no,
stuff.
it's mad. It's
so they do it in a
unreal.
little marquee kind of out the back of Tesco car park.
The work that they've done. So the Beat in the Streets or the Rose Castlerea Festival for me growing up would have always been throw an old trailer up in the square, and you better hockey up Johnny Carroll or someone up on it with a trumpet. Who?
Big Mahon's College, a big yellow fucking trailer.
Where's Mahon's College Mayo Company?
No, I just made that name up.
I was going to say we would not use. We'd use a local company for a haulage thing and
What's
fire
wrong
it
with
up.
the Mahons? What's wrong with Mahon's College?
Let's not get into it, okay? Sorry.
Why are you insulting
I
my
just
fake
said
company
you're
that I made up?
missing. You're worried about pedantics.
Ale
Is
is
that
a
what it's
beer.
called? Anyway, it is a beer, by the
It's a beer.
way. No, so anyway, and then you'd go out dancing to someone, Denver or something.
Denver,
but like
Denver
they've
to
done
do it.
unbelievable work on it now. So down in the old fairgreen, I think they used to call it, whatever. And
Yeah.
they've
Is that where the elephant is buried?
the elephant's buried in the domain.
On the domain.
Yeah.
And this is in the fairgreen. Castlerea is such a varied town. We should do
Castlerea's
podcast
massive
tours
of Castlerea.
to bring people to all the
Get
places
ready
you
for a
spoke.
minute and a half video of the entire history of
Because
Castlerea.
they're doing that in the Gavin and Stacey, the whole Barry Island thing. You do a little tour and you go around on Dave's coaches.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you see all the places like
Yeah,
Marco's Takeaway and
But there's more going on in Barry Island now
a
than
little
there is
bit.
in Castlerea. Like.
yeah, right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Just I'm working it out in my head.
Like even if it was low budget,
The smoking nun.
Well, the smoking nun. I mean, like
You'd have to go visit her.
seriously, no,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what became of her. Like,
But we're down in the fairgreen now anyway.
but if you smoked as much as she did, I can't imagine she's in the fit
Jeez,
of her health. Lord.
that's a real back reference to a couple of hundred.
It actually is,
episodes
yeah.
ago.
But like, I mean, as well, ye know, genuinely, I don't talk about Castlerea a huge amount on this podcast. Like, would you say I don't mention back home
No, you did a lot
at the start?
at the start, but then you kind of grow out of it now that you become a fully fledged accepted Sligonian.
No, I'm not. You're never accepted around this town.
You
You're not
always
even
looked
from.
at just-
You're not even from the town. That fella.
Admittedly, did you?
Your man not even from the town, and you coming in here doing a podcast.
But you do eventually get accepted.
Bikes
By
in Sligo.
Sligo, only a little bit.
Do you
yeah.
feel like you're accepted
I'm
in
getting
Sligo?
there slowly. With some people, others are more stubborn.
I know, yeah, but I mean, as a whole, the town. You
Like
won't
in
be
fairness, it is a term of endearment. If Melly turns around to you and says, "Come here, Clay, tell you,"
that's how you know.
that's how you know. Once they
It's
say
Melly.
that to you,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that happened.
yeah.
to
But
both of
anyway,
us.
Fairgreen,
Oh yeah, I don't even know if it's called the Fairgreen.
Right.
Anyway,
Mahon's
huge.
College.
They have
yeah.
a massive. So they have a huge area now for all these gigs to go on. Like it's unreal the work they've done at the Castlerea Rose Festival. I got a message from one of the organisers to say, would Kendy Raybo be interested
Is
in
this
doing...
Susan?
Yeah.
Right.
Would you be interested in doing...
Yeah.
Um,
What now? Part of it? Participating. As in, we're actually one of the
Yeah, we're going to be one of the roses.
Yeah, like a duo. A
You
rose
to wear
duo.
a little dress, right?
yeah.
And a short dress.
Yeah.
And your little budgie be hanging down
Yeah.
the bottom of it as well. You'd see the buzz of your bag at the bottom of the dress.
Yep.
Oh, it'd be lovely.
Not something you haven't done before, but anyway, go on.
Yeah, no, actually we have. Lord. Actually, your fucking wife
we
sent
have-
me a gif.
We have pictures of you in that dress and me
Yeah.
as your escort.
I mean, I didn't know you could just turn that into a gif, Laura. You can, like, it's Laura here, by the way, not Brendan. He's on annual leave.
Annual leave for Brendan.
And
The comedy festival
yeah, you
coming
can do that. So there's a gif now going around of me and you dressed in as a lovely couple.
But anyway,
they
Susan-
asked us to do the. They asked us to do a live show.
But not a is it not a live show? Did they ask us to MC it?
No, they asked us to do a live show.
Oh, what's that about? That's different to the Rose.
Yeah, I know, but the Rose Festival.
Oh, it's a festival, a
So-
series of events in
yeah,
Castlerea.
all amalgamating and picking the best woman in Castlerea.
Yeah.
You're Castlerea's woman this year. You're the best woman in the town this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's like the end of the festival. But it's
Yeah.
a 5-day festival. Like.
And we were going to be a live show at it.
We were going to be a live show at it.
Where were they going to put us on?
Sure, I haven't a clue.
Right,
They could have
you
put
didn't
us
even
on.
bother asking.
No, I haven't got back yet. I'm
You're
terrified.
refusing pound
I'm terrified.
because you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I was terrified at the fact that I would have to go back amongst the people of Roscommon again.
Yeah, and be the man that you are today.
I might as well land back with a Dublin jacket saying I'm a solicitor.
Yeah.
Like, I have a big job up in
But
Dublin.
imagine
now.
if you owned that when, do you know something? I'm a great fella now.
No, because I'm not, though. So the thing is.
I'm
this-
saying that I couldn't do it at home.
No,
Not
yeah,
at
you
home.
couldn't. That's the problem. But that's
And Keelan
because.
Tierney asked me to do, would you do a gig in, you should definitely take this show to Killala. I said, go and shite. Absolutely not. Am I going to be sitting there in the community centre or the Golden Acres
How many
or somewhere?
people live in Killala?
There's about 408.
Yeah, like
Give or take.
We live in a town of 40,000 and we can't sell out the Hawkswell, right? And you want to fucking fill the community all in Killala.
Yeah.
Keelan Tierney, but you haven't a clue.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got asked to it, and I haven't been able to pluck up the courage yet to even address it. Like.
To reply.
Yeah, like I have become outrageously embarrassed by me youth, and it's not like I did that mental, but just you kind of get that feeling. You go home and they go, "Look, did you see your man?"
So when you were walking around the town, do you be feeling bad?
I don't walk around the town.
Oh, you don't? You avoid walking around the
I
town?
don't.
Right.
The thing is, and like I have great memories of Castlerea as a
Yeah.
child, like, you know, I just can't. I feel like we have a platform now doing this.
Yeah.
And the fact that anyone even back home knows about that makes me go, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you think it's a wide-ranging feeling that everybody has?
I
That
think
people
so,
have
yeah.
moved away from a place.
Yeah. I
So-
think people feel like that about Sligo, but we don't because we're not from here. Like me and you will do anything in Sligo town, won't we? Like,
Yeah, because we don't know anybody.
but like we know everyone.
And
We know everyone in Sligo.
And not everyone, because I do see loads of pubs around the town. They're back in the old phase of putting up photos of great Friday night here at,
Bucky Boo's
Mary's.
Bar. Bucky Boo's Bar.
Mary's Bar.
Yeah. Mary's Bar Sligo.
Mary's Bar Sligo.
Come on down.
For all your party needs.
Pints.
But,
It's ale.
But even there, our lovely sponsors, Maeve's, Garvogue, They do stick up photos on the weekend. And I do see them come up on my socials media.
You don't know anyone.
I don't know a single soul in them.
Yeah.
And I'm going, do I live in the same town at all? Who are all these people?
But you're not out and about, you to see.
I'd be out and about enough.
No, you're not out and about enough. I'd be gigging in these places, so I know everyone who comes in every week. But it's the weekends you're seeing, Ray.
Yeah.
And the weekends brings out the strangers, Ray.
Strangers.
Do you know?
I was going to say, it's full of town is full of strangers.
Town is full of strangers, Ray. It's not the same as it used to be.
Full of hens and shags coming in, having their wicked way with the place.
Back
and then
when
leaving
Fiddlers was
again.
open, remember, you knew everyone. This place got... I know, that's the weekend crowd. That's what happens. If you go into any of the pubs in Sligo on the weekend, you might not know. Unless you go to the real small, locally old ones where the old boys are just farting at the bar.
You're afraid of going home?
I'm not going home, Ray. I won't go home.
Sorry, Susan.
I won't go home and do a gig. I mean, it's too terrifying. And like, we still live on the pretense that, sure, who'd be... Sure, people don't be listening to us
Susan,
at all.
If you're stuck at all, I'll do it.
Ray'll do it on his own.
On my own, by myself. I'll
do
bring the
15
whole
minutes.
team. I'll bring Brian McDermott, Pixel Productions.
Yeah.
I'd say Brendan will be on annual leave, but I can ask him.
Yeah, we'll see if he... No, I think he's gone that week.
Bring Laura with me. I'll have the whole background crew, but just no Kendy.
And so who are you going to bounce back and forth off?
That's a good question now, in fairness.
Do you think either of us, you... And you just be honest, and Laura, I don't want to see any nods or anything like that over there.
I can't see her anyway, so...
Right? You on your own or me on my own would ever make it anywhere in the media business.
You probably have a better chance than me.
I'm not so sure that's true.
I have made the decision in my head that if this ever ends and you get big like Harry Styles leaving One Direction, right? If that ever happens, I'm going to start myself a little history podcast.
And talking about what?
Talk about historical situations that I'm going to describe.
That's why I think you'd be better.
Oh, I'm going to love that.
That sounds
I'm
like
going
a
to
load
be the
of
James May of Top Gear.
The truth is, though, I'm far too rough around the edges, and I don't really have the head like to be...
But you could MC the Rose of Castlerea, which, by the way, brings me to the next point.
Why can't we just MC the Rose?
But not even that. Why didn't they ask us?
Because I think
we'd be wonderful in little suit jeans from EJ's menswear and whatnot.
That'd be it'd have to be Mulligan's menswear, but it'd
have to be EJ's menswear.
It'd have to be feckin' Mulligan.
Because we can't be coming into Castlerea looking dapper with the local threads. Right. We have to be coming in with the outside threads, the big Dublin jackets on us.
No, it's a Castlerea Rose Festival. Everything is local.
It has to be sponsored.
Brendan will be living with you now, you know.
So we're going to look shite, is what you're saying.
No, there's get class clothes.
I doubt it now.
Anyway, what was I saying before all this bullshit?
I had a question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Where does this? How does the qualifications for the Rose of Tralee work? Obviously, Tralee is a town.
Dahi rode his way to the top.
I know he rode his way to the top.
Dahi rode every fella all the way up to the top.
But like, does every little town and village in Ireland have a Rose of whatever the town, insert town name here, competition?
Yeah.
And then is there some sort of a quarterfinals? Is there semi-finals? Is there some sort of a way of dispensing? Because I know there's a Rose of Sligo.
Yeah.
But the Rose of Sligo doesn't ultimately get into the Rose of Tralee.
So the way it works is for the
do you
Rose
have
of
an
Sligo
insight in
is...
this?
I do a little bit, because Nicola works on it. I think it's like every second year, if you win the Sligo Rose, you get to go be televised, which is a bit of a disaster because...
How do you mean be televised?
As in you get to go to the actual event.
But then how often does the Rose of Castlerea get to go to the event?
No, they don't.
They don't go at all?
No, the Rose of Castlerea is
it's just Castlerea. You don't get out of Castlerea.
It's like the Vanarama Conference
League.
Yeah.
It's league football.
No, it's not. It's like Junior B football.
Yeah, you don't get out of the county.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how that works. And then you can go... I don't know, do you then go and try and become the Rose of Roscommon then, I guess, maybe?
Okay.
And then the Rose of Roscommon has a chance?
Oh, so it's county-based. Because that would make more sense.
It could be.
But then again, I've never heard of the Rose of Mayo.
See, I don't know. Yeah,
but then again, I've never heard of the Rose of Castlebar either.
Yeah, but they don't call them that. They call them the Mayo Rose.
Oh, they do. The Donegal Rose.
Yeah.
The Boston Rose.
Yeah. So they don't call her the Rose of Boston. They call her... But the festival is called the Rose of Castlerea.
The Leash Rose.
Brendan Shine wrote the tune. You may never be a beauty queen. Never be... And this is the part that I don't like about this, and sorry to call it out. The song's called The Rose of Castlerea.
Right.
And please, the Lord above, tell me I'm getting the lyrics right.
Okay.
You'll never be a beauty queen. You'll never be a rose. So there you go. That's the end of that song then.
What? And that's the thing.
That's the song about the Rose of Castlerea. The second line says, you'll never be a rose. You'll never be a beauty queen. You'll never be a rose. To me, you are the fairest flower that in the garden grows.
Oh.
And although I'm in America, across the Atlantic Sea, you'll always love my Roscommon girl. She's the Rose of Castlerea. But the problem with that song...
But in the first line, he says she'll never be the Rose.
She'll never be a rose, he said.
But then at the end, he says, she'll always be my Rose.
Yeah.
Ah, she's a runner-up.
Oh,
it's a tour runner-up.
Oh, he was consoling someone.
He was.
Look, I know Sheila's better looking.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're the best I can get, so I'll have you.
Yeah.
I have to look up the Rose Castlerea lyrics and see if because if that's wrong, then I'll get more of the, it's an ale kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Rose Castlerea lyrics.
I did not expect this episode to go down so heavily down the Rose of Ireland route.
Hang on, I'll tell you now.
That's May, isn't it? When it
she may not have been a beauty queen. She might never be a rose. And the song is called The Rose of Castlerea.
But go on now.
She'll never make it to the top, you see. She'll never get past the regionals. She'll never be up on the stage with Dahi is what that means.
Can you just read it from the start? What's the lyrics? So this is The Rose of Castlerea by Brendan Shine. No, you don't have to sing it.
I have to, mate. It's only in me, you see. I was bored. Let me sing.
I have to perform it.
I don't even know. So, the lambs were playing in the fields.
Okay.
And the tulips were in flower.
So it's spring.
Yeah, and I took you round the back of the church and tried my best to devour. No, that's not it, actually.
Read the actual lyrics.
The lambs are playing in the fields.
And the tulips are about to flower.
The tulips were in flower.
They were already in flower. Yeah, springtime. So
when I left the home I loved so well, I can never forget the hour.
Okay, so he can never forget the time he left home.
No.
About 5:30.
Before me were Atlantic's waves.
Oh, he was going away to America.
He was going abroad to America.
Yeah, okay. Or he
to
was going
a
out to
home
Clare
in
Island.
Tennessee.
Oh, emerge.
So I left behind the girl I love, the Rose of Castlerea. So she was the Rose of Castlerea.
Okay, so he had been
been seeing the Rose of Castlerea.
Allegedly, because he could equally be writing the song about a girl that had nothing to do with him, and he could be kind of going, she's
they must have been doing a line. I'd say he bought her a 7-Up or something along the way.
Okay,
so that's Brendan.
That sets the scene. Carry on to the next one.
So she may not have been a beauty queen. She might never be
a Rose.
You're
Russian. This is the second verse, isn't it?
No, this is the chorus.
This is the chorus. Okay.
Verse, chorus.
Yeah, sorry, I should have known that.
Right?
It's Brendan Shine.
This is the chorus. She might not have been a beauty queen.
Right.
She might never be a rose, but to me she is the fairest flower that in the garden grows.
But initially in the first verse he said she is a rose.
She is a rose. Now she's not a rose.
Oh, this is very cool.
Emotional manipulation, Ray. He's keeping her down, then he's building her up.
Can we get any clarity in the second verse?
Okay, we'll go to the second verse.
Yeah.
It's many a night that I lie in bed. Oh, they get sinister here now.
Right.
Oh, it does.
No,
it's many a night that I lie in bed, me thoughts upon thee go. Thinking of her when he's lying in bed on his own.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I take out the big
fella.
To the lovely days when I walk me love out the road by Knockrow. Now, Knockrow is a huge estate in Castlerea. It's a huge land area of Castlerea, Knockrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
just
for
for
that
anyone
insight,
there who needs the context. Her smiling face, her shining hair. Right.
Nice things to say about someone.
Shiny,
it's kind of bottom of the barrel
hair.
now. Do you know, you have a very smiley face and your hair is fair shiny.
The women want shiny hair. It sounds like he's describing a horse. Okay. Was a joy for all to see.
Yeah.
'Twas a cruel day I went away from you and
Castlerea.
Yeah! It's no bell to it.
I tell you, Brendan Shine, you have a great lyricist.
Now, this is good now. Okay. I opened up the Roscommon Heralds. I just received today. Roscommon Herald is one of the biggest papers in the country.
Mad that you used to send papers to Emerge.
Yeah, that's it.
You just subscribe to the Roscommon Herald.
For to read about me native town and me friend so far away.
Right.
But the tears began to blind me.
Right.
As I glanced across page 3. So she was at page.
No
wonder she was the Rose of Castlerea. She was up there like Casey Price and the boys.
And the two boys.
Big old pair of Roscommon old
personalities.
Big old pair of Roscommon boobies up on page 3. Had her photo of her wedding day. Oh.
Shock!
Was the Rose of Castlerea.
That actually caught me there.
Oh.
I didn't see it going that way.
That's heartbreaking.
So who sent him the paper knowing fine well he'd be upset? The mother probably.
The mother said, look now,
bitch.
Would you not think of joining the HSC? You would have married her though.
Yeah. That's this crack. What was he doing abroad in Tennessee? She
in
Tennessee.
And she married, and your man she married as well. He had a contracting company. It made big money.
Mahon's College.
It
all comes back.
It all comes back to Mahon's College. Farewell to you, Roscommon.
Yeah.
From Clonard to the Shannon shore.
Now he's saying goodbye to the county.
Fucking hell.
It's really getting you, isn't it?
I'm actually starting to... Well, let's do the live show, Ray.
Let's do it. Let's do
the
live show.
Let's do it for Brendan.
Let's do it for Brendan Shine.
Come on.
What happens next?
Farewell to Boyle and French Park.
All the places.
I'll never see you no more.
You won't.
For the cotton fields near Memphis must remain home to me. Sure, I'll always love my Roscommon girl.
Yeah.
She's the Rose of Castlerea.
Now she's the Rose again.
She's Bed's Rose again, but of course she is now.
Yeah,
Now
she
that
is.
she's gone, the
Now
grass
she's
is always
gone and
greener.
she's getting-
Now that she's gone, now he's going, you know what, she could have been a Rose.
She could have been.
She had a big old pair of boobies on page 3 that was Common Herald. And
I never took out. Did you take an ad out in the Sligo Champion when you got married? Page 3.
no, do you do that?
Yeah,
I put
that
Nicola up on page 3. She's gone now, lads.
Yeah.
That's the end of the way. Goodbye to them ditties. Never mind now.
Imagine if that was a tradition. That when you marry
Put up
someone,
your missus.
you put up your missus on page 3, looking fantastic. Going, sorry for that, lads.
That's that now.
There's another good one gone.
That's the end of it now.
That's it now.
Never
Go be
mind
looking
ditties
again.
now.
Yeah. One
Gee,
for the
that's a
memory books.
roller coaster of a song, isn't it?
Oh,
So
you actually caught me emotionally.
He does a line with a fine woman who is the Rose of Castlerea. Then no, you'll never be a Rose. So he's like, you're taking her for granted, really.
Yeah.
And he goes, you'll never be a Rose. I'm heading off across the Mediterranean, go and get some American boobies.
Yeah, but he goes to Tennessee.
And then his mother then sends him to Roscommon Herald, and there she is looking
Oh,
marvellous
bitch.
on page 3 with the boobies out. And a fella beside her running a haulage
I
company.
don't think I'd Mahon's College.
Mahon's
I don't
Haulage
think
company.
you've ever-
And then he's going, do you know what? I'm never going home.
Yeah.
If I can't look her in the ditties again.
Personalities. Can I ask? I know, Laura, you're flicking the keys yourself there, but
Can we put you up
could
a bit?
could you please take out your phone
Yeah.
and look up Mahon's College and just see?
Did you take that from somewhere?
No, but I'm terrified that in 3 weeks' time I'm going to get a photo sent to the podcast page going, there you are, Ray, now.
That's Mahon's College.
That's Mahon's College there now. Just see, is there
Mahon is a very male name.
Maughan, Mahon's College.
Haulage, Haulla. Is there one? There is one.
Is
You
there?
thought of
what
it.
colour trucks have they got? I see yellow in my head. If they're a yellow truck, I swear to God, I am some sort of a skeptic. Psychic. Skeptic? I used the wrong word. This Christmas sale has
None
quite
of us
the
are
kick to
thinking
it.
it's all. What colour trucks have the Laura, love? They're
yellow!
So, that's
That's
in the back of your eye.
subconscious.
That's in the back
Where
of your
are the
mind,
base,
Jap's eye.
Laura? Oh wow, that's
You've seen
I've
that.
seen a Mahon's College truck.
Yeah.
And,
And-
when you said to put up a truck up in Fairgreen, I was going Mahon's College.
So the fella who runs Mahon's, he married that woman. I'd love to know who she is.
Okay.
Who's Brendan
So can you
Olivers?
look up Mahon's wife? We are onto something here now. So obviously whoever the
Imagine
Mahon's
if she
is,
ends up being the Rose Castlerea in
and
1971.
find out, is she on her Wikipedia page, where is she imagine if she was the Rose of Castlerea back in 1971, like you just said. Sorry, I'm
Imagine we
catching
looked
up
at
to
her
there
and
now.
she was- Yeah, no, this goes straight to the top.
So if
We're after uncovering something
but
here.
no, but in a really, as I said, skeptic, a psychic way.
Yeah.
In that I immediately thought Mahon's College, and now it turns out that Mahon is married to a lady who was
And if
the Rose
he
of
finds
Castlerea.
out that Brendan Shine is still after his missus,
then we have a problem.
no, we don't, because we can do a full Jake Paul crack and get them to fight each other. Laura, will you look up if Brendan Shine is still alive? I'm panicking. No, he is. No, Brendan.
Now,
I
don't
actually,
forget as well, you're still flicking the keys yourself. Obviously,
yeah, don't
so
ever forget that.
don't ever
Brendan,
forget.
Brendan, not Brendan Shine, or Brendan. Does Brendan Shine? Hang on now.
Yeah, does he still live?
Is an Irish folk. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if he's actually from. This is a great episode, by the way. This is such a good fucking. He's from Athlone, which is half Roscommon.
Half Roscommon. In fact, there's a little. Isn't there a little sliver of Athlone that is Roscommon?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It
sure
depends
he's the
if-
Roscommon side
If you
of it.
cross the bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
He had a song called "Do You Want Your Old Lobby Washed Down?" I think that was very sexually driven.
Could you
that
look up
song.
the lyrics to that one?
Let's look up the lyrics.
Ladies and gentlemen, 274, the Brendan Shine special.
Apparently, it's very bad.
And that is
Do
the
you want-
way this works. In fairness, we don't prepare anything. We come in with one little bit.
All right, let's
and-
read a little bit of this and
All
see
right.
how we're
Do
getting
you
on.
want your old lobby washed down by
No.
Brendan Shine? You've seen this
So
one as
the
well.
lyric. I don't know how this one. I know how the chorus goes. I don't know how the verse
Get
goes.
the iPad in front of you now and the guitar now. You get the ball a treat.
I've a nice little cot
Right.
and a small bit of land and a place by the side of the sea.
Okay, so that's cot is a house.
A cot is a house, yeah.
Must
yeah.
be a house.
Cot,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Short for cottage.
Yeah, cottage.
And I care about no one because I believe that no one cares about me.
Oh, he's
Now,
scorned.
I tell you, Brendan, yeah, he's hurt.
He's a hurt man, this lad.
No, he's in
Where tell show us in the
My
doll where
peace
he- where
is
they touched
destroyed,
you.
and I'm fairly annoyed by a lassie who works in the town.
Oh,
She sighs every day as she passes my way. Do you want your old lobby washed down?
so
I'm
she
none
asks
the wiser.
him.
Do you want your old lobby washed?
Yes. Okay. So was it a thing back in the
But
day?
a lobby could be.
Oh, could be something else.
Do you know what I mean?
So she could be
So
asking.
he's living alone there. Do you know?
Yeah.
And he hadn't had his lobby washed in a long time. Bro. In fact, most of the time he's sitting in looking at the Roscommon Her washing his own lobby.
When was the last
looking
time
at
you had
page
your
3
lobby
washing his-
washed?
Do you know what, right now? I've actually been meaning to get me lobby washed lately.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Nicola, will you please wash me? Please, Nicola, will you wash
Why'd
me
you
down?
turn around to your wife going, any chance you'd wash
Will
the
you wash
lobby
down that
tonight?
lobby?
Yeah.
And see, the other day, the old landlord came by for his rent.
Yeah.
And I told him no money I had.
Yeah.
Besides, it wasn't fair to ask me to pay. The times were all so bad.
Also, yeah.
He felt discontent in not getting his rent, and he shook his head with a frown. He said, I'll take half, but says with a laugh, do you want your old lobby washed down?
It's gone very...
This fella take it either way.
Wait, this is the rental stuff they're trying to outlaw, whereas like sex for rent.
Yeah,
so
but
he's
also...
saying, do you want your old lobby? So I'll wash down your lobby and he'd enjoy it.
I lob down your washing.
Down your washing. But that's what he's doing. He's going, I'll have a go at that now if you don't mind, then I'll take half. And we'll be square. This is horrible. There's a law against that now in this country.
But also, you're bypassing the fact that it doesn't matter male, female, he let anyone wash his lobby.
But he's not saying that he'd let... Brendan Shine isn't saying he'd let the young fella wash his lobby down. He's just like, oh, well, I suppose if I haven't got all the rent, I suppose I've no choice.
Yeah, wash that lobby for me. Go on. Whoa. What is a lobby? No, what is a lobby?
You're not looking that up, are you? Is there not more to the song?
Yeah, sorry.
You have to go back to the song.
No, that's some of my, something kicking in with me that I can't actually say it. Oh, no, here we go.
Right.
Now, the boys look so bashful when they go out courting. They seem to look so very shy. As they kiss a young maid, they seem half afraid. But they would if they could on the sly.
What if they could what?
I don't know, should we soon find out, right?
Thanks, Mark, for bringing me
But
on this
me, I
journey.
do things a different way.
Yeah.
I don't give a nod or a frown.
Sound.
When I go to court, I
At
say...
courting. Not
when
law
he goes
court.
courting,
Jesus Christ, yeah, no.
Here goes for sport. Do you want your old lobby washed down?
So he'd ask other people.
Can you wash a woman's lobby?
Yeah.
Is it only a fella who has a lobby?
Or you can absolutely wash a woman's lobby.
Lobby the gobby.
Because the lobby in any house is an appendage to the house.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
I googled what a lobby is.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no.
Oh, washing the lobby. Like as in washing it, like.
No, I'm thinking of something much more worse.
Much more worse than that.
Yeah, much more worse. I'll talk to you after about it.
But sure, that's what the podcast is for. You think it's butt stuff?
So okay, I was thinking that he was obviously a gentleman sitting there with an appendage, right? Now the appendage on the house is the lobby, and obviously the man has his own appendage, and the lady.
Some lobbies are awful big.
Some lads have awful big lobbies,
but some lobbies I've seen houses.
Yeah, just fine, just a nice size.
Some of my friends have houses very small lobbies.
Very small. Anyway, so obviously the lady came along and asked him would he like his lobby washed down.
Yeah.
And obviously there would be, there's another word for that in the colloquial.
Yeah, but would you wash it
and
with your hand?
Then no, but wash.
Would she wash it with her?
I don't know where you get the water out of.
Oh.
Laura, you can tell me to stop at any moment.
No, we should probably stop.
You there.
Any other Brendan Shine songs? But like back in the day, you have to hand it to them.
Yeah.
All those fellas were writing songs.
Yeah.
See, in Ireland, we weren't allowed to talk about stuff.
Oh, so you'd put it in ways
so
like
you'd
that,
put it in lingo, and innuendos.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Because the Catholic Church wouldn't let you. I mean, Seventh Drunken Nights was banned.
That's sad.
It was banned.
Monty Python's, what do you call that film? The Holy Grail.
Yeah, banned, yeah. And like that, it's a Christian thing, but also like it is 100%.
No, it was a Life of Brian.
I've told you this before, and I think I've told you this before, but I won't name a priest or anything like that, and I'd also have to verify the story with Dad. But Dad was told to stop singing Smokey Alice.
Right.
Because when he was singing it in the pubs, people were cursing. Who the f*** is Alice?
Oh, it's right, yeah.
So a priest said, Eamon, you're going to have to stop singing that song now.
And did he?
I think he told
Well,
him.
didn't hit you any because they're...
We did it twice in the last, I don't know how long we've done it. Yeah, that
I've
song is taking a coming. But that's the thing, we were scared to death, like. We were scared to death at the church.
You wouldn't know what you're not scared of. You played the last gig in Fiddlers on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And I was there and Laura was there for a good portion of it. Last hour, we'll say. Yeah. Just to view you.
Yeah.
And you sang an awful sight IRA songs.
Yeah.
And what's worse...
Yeah.
They went down awful well.
Yeah, so that's the problem there. So I am what they call a musical hooer.
Yes.
Okay, so I always say this. I would have conversations with other musicians who would be like established and would say good.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. But you seem to be playing what the people want.
But they can go above what I do because they're better.
Yeah.
So they can like stand on their own. What I do is I walk into a pub and I bend over.
Yes.
And I say, everyone can ride me now.
Don't
worry about it. Have at me.
You can wash down
You
my
can wash
lobby
down
any
any
way you
lobby
want.
So that called for it that
Yeah.
night.
It was very good in fairness. It was an uncomfortable listen because I was going, surely this isn't right, but at the same time, it's going down so
But
well.
it is and it isn't. I said once music goes out, it belongs to the people. So like
Yeah.
you don't have to take, like I've said it before when young people ask for grace and they're like, I will die. I get cringy because I'm like, oh fuck it, that song was a lovely ballad about, and you're kind of wrecking it. But like that's what they've made of it now.
Yeah.
So you're on about Celtic Symphony.
Yeah,
Like,
it was such a high point of the night.
Yeah.
I seen lads crying.
So this is what I did to say goodbye to Fiddlers. I went from the parting glass
Yeah.
into Celtic Symphony.
It was
And that was all off top of me, can
I know, but I was actually thinking, I was going, geez, he's calling a good set here.
Yeah, it was a good way to finish,
because
wasn't it?
you could have equally done, Wet, Wet, Wet
I feel it in my
into the
fingers.
stereophonics. Do you
We're going
I'm
to finish
gonna-
off with Babylon by David Gray, everyone. Come on now, everyone, please.
Yeah. Do you want one more? Here's a bit of Tracy Chapman for you now. I'll tell you.
A shite version of Fast Car.
Fast Car.
Yeah, so I didn't, but I used to always play the parting glass in Fiddlers for 10 years. Like
Yeah.
I used to finish with it on a Monday and Tuesday night. Like,
Yeah, it's very good.
So I was like, I'm going to do that, and then it just came on me. I was just like,
Just overcome you.
I'm going to lift this fucking place out.
It's
of
very
it now.
good now. And as I said, it was dubious, but very good.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, people just make of it what they want. I saw a video of that from the back of the pub. Someone took a video of the back of the pub, and I was
We've
like,
a video from the front of the pub.
and what?
We've one of the
Oh, have you?
front of the pub.
Because
yeah.
I afterwards I was like, I'm so glad that my last song was
Captured.
lifted out of it, like
Yeah.
in Fiddlers, you know.
Yeah.
Because-
Given how bad your first song went.
The first song I ever did with Fiddlers was terrible. So it took me 14 years to get
14
people
years
to
to
sing
come
along.
around and do it right.
So
Yeah.
for people to
Yeah,
sing
yeah.
along. I was trying to look back at the earliest photo of me in Fiddlers, and it was 2012. First photo I found in there, like, you know. But I don't give it. I'll play those songs if people want
It was
them.
very good. I enjoyed it, I have to say. I enjoyed the atmosphere.
I used to always pretense it by saying, if anyone rings News Talk after you hear me singing this song,
Yeah.
I lose the head,
Lose
because
the
that's
head.
what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens to yours. Anyway, go on.
Last week we recorded an episode and we lost a chunk of stuff
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because you switched off the power.
yeah.
And then we lost a little chunk.
In a frenzy. Yeah,
In
we
a
lost
frenzy.
about 5 minutes,
Yeah, we lost about 5 minutes.
and then
But
we re-recorded.
one of the bits of the 5 minutes, and I just want to bring it up again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very sorry about that.
Good, because I won't remember it anyway, so that's good.
We played a wedding in Markree Castle with the Atlantic #1 top premier #1 wedding band.
Yeah.
And
Book now.
It was a book us now.
More weddings gone into today, Ray.
Yeah.
Something happens at the end of January.
Book us.
So seriously, so first 3 weeks of January, everyone inquires, right? And then they get paid.
Yeah.
And then they go, I need to put a deposit now.
On the
I'm
band.
up to my eyes all day. Honestly.
That's wonderful.
Which is good for you, obviously.
But this is back in the day anyway. We played Markree Castle about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Lovely, small wedding, lovely
Yeah,
intimate
it
wedding in
was
Markree
lovely,
Castle.
lovely.
I was in the middle of Calls Me Al.
Oh, yeah.
And I took a note and I was thinking, do you know something now? Given that it is a smaller wedding,
Yeah.
I thought I'm going to be interactive.
Yeah.
So I shouted at you, I said, will we do a conga line?
Yeah, and I had in-ears in.
You couldn't hear me.
And
So
her
you looked
words
at me
you
going, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
Yeah, but all I saw was you going, and I was like, I
Yeah,
can't hear. And
I
then
can't-
you just walked away.
I walked
off.
away. But what you seen was, can you describe what you seen happen next?
So I saw you looking at me going, and I was like, Ray, I can't hear you. Then I saw you walk up to 4 women on the
Yes.
dance floor. And I
Sorry,
was like,
Laura, I'm sorry this is the first time you're hearing this, by the way.
I was like,
We
what?
can talk about it later.
I was like, what is this for? And then I saw you talking to them,
Yeah,
right?
I'd asked them a question.
Individually. You asked every one of them individually. I knew it was a question because they all had the same response.
What was the
Everyone that
response? Rejection.
rejection.
Yeah, pure rejection.
You know?
And then I came back to the stage, dishevelled and upset and
Yeah.
sad.
And I was like, what
What
the
is
hell?
after happening here? You must have been
Yeah,
thinking.
that's exactly what I thought.
So what happened was I went out and I said, I'm going to have to get this conga line going myself.
No.
So I asked the first lady I met on the dance floor, I said, are you familiar with a conga line? To which she replied in a kind of a broken German accent, what is a conga line?
Yeah, she was also Indian, by the way.
Sorry.
What is a conga line? Ray said there.
So
Lovely German accent. Thanks,
Yeah,
Sarah, there for
then
giving them the lingo.
Then I turned around to the other two ladies that was on my right and says, are you familiar with, and this is all in the middle of the song, so I'm trying to play the bass and keep it, which is very difficult for
You
me.
could do that. You can't do that, Ray, even at the best times.
No, not at the best times. I asked the next two ladies, they said, no, don't know what a conga line is. I was disgusted because I thought, I feel like such a fool. I've gone out here looking for a conga line and I haven't found one.
You can't send a man off looking for a conga line
No
and come
one
home
is
with the tail
stealing
between his
congas.
legs. Yeah.
So I went back up 10 minutes later, we were doing 500 miles.
They started the conga line.
It broke out all of its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was more you that they didn't want to conga line with, Ray, if I'm being fully honest.
So the reason I brought this up, and we did discuss it last week, but we lost a little bit. The reason I brought this up because we did a different gig then last Friday.
We
Saturday.
did a gig on Saturday night with the Atlantic
down
for the Galway Sick Kids Foundation.
Yeah.
What a night that was.
Also, just a small little thing there. When I came back in from parking the van, I know people probably don't want to hear this, but
I
anyway,
want to hear it.
Yeah, when
That's
I
all
came
that
back in
matters.
from parking the van, the Galway Bay Hotel is quite a big hotel, and it's got a number of function rooms and whatnot.
It does.
And there was a general manager looking man standing at the door in a tall man suit jean.
Yeah.
And I went up to him. I said, and Laura was actually on the phone. I talked to her and said, "Hold on a minute, Laura." So she heard this whole thing. I said to the gentleman, I said, "Where's the GAA dinner dance?" And he looked at me and went, "There is," because that's what you had told us it was.
Next week, we're there on Friday doing the GAA dinner dance.
So I said, "Where's the GAA dinner dance?" And he goes, "There is no GAA dinner." I said, "Sorry, mate. Now, come on now. Stop being an idiot."
Yeah.
I said, "There's 2 function rooms." He said, "Yes, there is." I said, "There's a big one and then a small one." He said, "Yes, there is."
Yeah.
I said, "In the big one, there's a wedding because our friends, the Durrell Radio lads, are playing at it." He said, "Yes, indeed they are." Yeah. And in the small ones, there's a GAA dinner dance. No, he said, "That's sick kids."
Yeah.
And I went, "Excuse me?"
Yeah.
What is it?
What did they do?
He said, "That's the sick kids gig." And I was going, the way he just said it so nonchalantly, and I was going, well, that must be it then. So how do we get there?
So I have to apologise to you. Obviously, we do a lot of GAA dinner dances this month because it's the month of GAA dinner dances.
It's the international season for
GAA dinner dances. In
yeah.
fact, we're back in the Galway Bay Hotel twice more this month doing GAA dinner dances.
But at that one, when we were playing, a lovely, lovely crowd, and you said to me, "Go down and get the conga line." You said, "Go and get the conga line going."
I felt bad for you because I saw the face of defeat you had when you couldn't get the conga line going in Markree Castle.
Well, I hate to say it to you, Mark, but it was probably one of the worst moments of my life.
It was tiring,
I went down. No, I went down again, and I went to the first lady. And again, Laura's going to ask, "Why are you going to ladies?" Well, they were the only ones dancing.
Yeah.
So I went down to the first.
That
lady.
was the naked woman. Remember on the street? You were like, "Oh, go to her."
Yeah. She was with that Kanye West fella that was at it. A different story.
What?
It's a nice little reference there to last week's Grammys. But anyway, never mind.
Oh, okay, that's why I don't know anything about that then. Okay.
So anyway, I said to the lady, I said, "Are you familiar with a conga line?"
Yeah.
And again, no.
What? But you got it going though.
I did. I had to ask about 3 or 4 people. It was very stressful because I felt like the whole town was looking at me.
Are you telling me now? Because you got to go conga line going, Ray.
I got a mediocre conga line.
You went all the way into
no, we went down the
street.
back of the room and we walked back up again. There was chairs in my way. There was people they wouldn't move. And your one who was behind me was pulling the bass off me back.
Can I just say, I hope I haven't put you off conga
No,
line.
I think I'm done with conga. So that's what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, I hope you know from now on.
I think from now on, I'd like to, and I know this is probably something we should have off the podcast, but I just wanted to tell you that from now on, I don't want to do conga lines.
Okay, that's not bother.
Okay.
Why would you tell me that?
Because I don't want you to. Because
I
now
won't.
don't.
No, I won't.
Don't go pulling that one out.
No.
Because if you say it to
Ray.
people, obviously
but Ray.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
If you said no is no, I know what no means. Yeah. You will not be doing a conga line Friday.
There will be no conga lines this Friday night with me because that's not something I want to get into anymore because nobody understands it with me.
Ray, I know how much more stressful it would be trying to do a conga line with some GAA players and how intimidating that might be.
That'd be really intimidating.
I would not have you. No way would I do that to you.
Thank you, Mark.
Not a chance would I do that to you. I just want to make a note on my phone.
Also, coming home from said gig, we were driving through Tubbercurry. Yeah. And I don't know if this ever happened to people, and maybe this will twig memories of people.
Go on.
We were driving through Tubbercurry, left Tubbercurry, towards Sligo. And as I was driving along, Lukey was in the van with me.
Yeah.
And I spotted 2 white runners and a nice pair of blue jean legs sticking out behind a sign. So it was like leaning in against the back of whatever the ditch was behind the sign. Yeah. So essentially what I thought was, I seen a man lying in over the ditch. And I was going, holy God, either someone's collapsed or died or
drunk
or got hit by something.
Yeah.
And they're there and I'm after driving by them. So I said to Luke, I think there was a man back there. So Luke goes, that's creepy. I said, it is. I said, we're going to have to turn around. It's an awful night.
Fair play to you.
So turn around at Mulmuff Limited.
And let's just get to the fella.
Back around the well-known little spot there in Tubbercurry. Mulmuff Limited, turned round and back slowly. And lo and behold, before ever we got to the sign, we seen the 2 legs, the 2 little blue jean legs and the little white retainers on him. This time he was draped in across a hedge.
He had moved.
He had moved.
This is some Jeepers Creepers shit. I feel bad even saying that. We don't even. I don't know
so
the
he
story.
had moved, and we just slowly pulled up, and I rolled down the window, and I said, "Hello," and he just bounced off the hedge, and he says, "Will you bring me home?"
Oh my!
It was very Father Ted moment.
Did you?
I said, no. I said, I can't bring you home. I said, there's only the 2 seats in the van. That was a barefaced lie. He said, so it's fine. I'm the next junction on the right. And off he went walking.
Was he Balubas?
He was absolutely out. He was old Irish drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was proud of. I was going, you don't see this at all anymore.
No.
These are literally a dying breed.
Because people can't get drunk anymore.
That man was just happy out,
drunk.
lying on a hedge,
You see,
bananas getting sick into a wall.
Yeah, the problem with the drunks now in Ireland is that it's the youth that are drunk now, obviously, and they're not
They're
learning.
calling ambulances.
No, but they're not. It's a disgrace. No, but they're not getting drunk like we used to, because they're all on cocaine. It keeps them going.
It keeps them going. This lad
Seriously.
had no cocaine in him.
Yeah, that's the truth.
He
though.
was full of pints.
So the best thing about drunk people is that they would drink themselves out of conversations and out of social life as the night went off.
You should just go home now,
Yeah,
Derek.
you better go. And he'd go, fuck, I have to go home. I have to go
But he
home.
wouldn't even,
But
he
now
just
with
walk off.
Cocaine now, you can do it for 3 days.
Yeah, it keeps you going.
And you could be Balubas, but you can hold every conversation and stay going. That's the problem nowadays. We're not getting drunk like we used to.
We went down and turned at Laura, what's Joanne's house? Therese? Catherine?
This
The
is
house
all
beside Tubbercurry.
doesn't matter in context
Doesn't matter,
whatsoever.
but that's one of the things What? It's Caroline's house. We turned to Caroline's house and we came back up and he was gone. And I can tell you, from where we left him to the next junction to the right, there was no way he ran that in the time it took us to turn the van. So he just disappeared.
Were you not worried about his...
No, he was off the road. That was all I was worried about. If he was in somewhere else, that's all that matters.
Do you think he went through fields or something?
He might have. He might have gone through fields to get home.
So no one has heard of a missing person written in Tubbercurry last week?
So I'd just like to ask, if we've any listeners in Tubbercurry that happen to have been out in Tubbercurry on Saturday night, can you please get in touch with the podcast if you know this absolute lunatic that we came across at approximately 3 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
Well, do you know what I'd say fair play to him for? He was walking home. No.
And the worst thing is, 2 days later then, Monday evening, I was driving out to a storage unit in Finisclin. Right. And again, there was a gentleman just asleep on the side, on the pavement.
Are you following people?
I pulled up the van and another lad pulled up the van and he's one of the lads is staying at the hostel down the road. I was going, okay, cool, I'm going to keep going. But he was just in the piss and rain at night, asleep on the footpath.
And can you tell me this? How do we stop you from following vulnerable people?
I don't know. It's a real problem.
Because
I keep coming home and telling Laura, going, I met another person asleep on a footpath or an edge.
You know, they would have said serial killers years ago, they would have preyed
on the down and outs.
On vulnerables first.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they would have preyed on sex workers, or they would have preyed on homeless people or junkies.
I'm not that person.
But sure, you're after telling me of 2 instances in the last
where
5
I did nothing.
days.
I did nothing.
Where you followed someone to pull down your window and say, get into the van.
And asked them, do you want your lobby washed down?
You said, you want your own lobby washed down. You said, I have mattress in the back. I'll wash down your own lobby.
I had a mattress in the
Sometimes,
back.
it's hard to get someone to wash the lobby down. Maybe they take it from you. You wouldn't know.
That
this might be the most incoherent we've been in a long time.
Tis. Look, I'm very sorry. It's just Tuesday evening. There was Christmas ale involved. I know it definitely went to my head. I don't know about you.
I couldn't give a shit. Right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Should we do some fair play to the So Funny comedy stuff? Should we?
Sure. Look it. I think
our gig is selling so well.
Yeah, it's got to the point where Mark's no longer worried.
I'm no longer worried, and they've put extra seats in the Hawkswell. They built on a balcony.
Yeah, they put in a balcony.
They didn't know they said we have to. The demand is massive.
Yeah. They built a balcony.
No, yeah. So there's more tickets actually available because we sold out the tickets that were there. So
now you can have a bird's eye view of the real.
You can. So they've opened up the balcony, which means that
spot.
there's big spots up there. If anyone wants to get them, you can get them on sofunnysligo.com or go straight to the hawkswell.com.
Yeah.
So do that. We're looking forward to
there's another list of gigs though, and you know something. We're actually going to post that poster that Brendan sent. For the whole comedy festival.
Yeah.
I think it'd be no harm to throw that up on our socials.
Yeah.
And
doesn't Brendan manage our Instagram?
He does.
Could he not just put it up on Instagram then? Why are me and you putting it up?
It's a good question.
I just realised that. He sent in the poster.
I'll ask him that.
Must put that up.
But no, we probably have to say that that's okay. Cause
he wants us to put up on our
in
one.
fairness, last week when we had Black Paddy on, you weren't hearing anything about his gig. You just wanted our gig sell. So you've obviously reached a point now that you're happy enough it's going to be okay.
No, don't go to any... If you're only going to one gig, don't go to any of those other gigs.
Us.
I've actually done a very comprehensive search and listened to everyone else who's on the Sligo So Funny Comedy Festival.
And they're all brilliant.
They're all useless.
Shut up.
Everyone is... the only good gig is Friday night.
We will post, or Brendan will post, the list of all the things.
Yeah.
But go to the shows because what he's done is he's got seriously good comedians in. You may not know the names of them, but trust them.
Yeah, no,
they're
that's the thing.
mighty comedians, and
Yeah.
you won't be sorry. And sure, what's wrong going out on a Tuesday night and having a laugh?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed
You
to
know?
do, is go out on a Tuesday night and have a laugh.
Yeah.
And walk home blind drunk.
And then fall asleep on a hedge.
Fall asleep in the hedge.
And
And,
then Ray
don't
comes
you
along
worry,
and
Ray will come along in the van.
wash your old lobby
He'll
down.
wash down the old lobby on you. A big thanks to Laura flicking the keys clean off herself. Thanks to Maves.
From the Garavogue.
And thanks to White Hag.
Yeah, for the Christmas ale that really helped me
I'll
on
tell
this
you one
one.
thing
I'll
now, I
tell you.
can't wait.
Nice lukewarm Christmas ale. When's next year?
We forgot to bring Gads in and it was left in the corner of the
It's
room.
6.8%. No wonder I feel all good myself.
We'll have to sleep here tonight, Ray.
I'll have to sleep here tonight. Ingredients.
I'll wash your lobby. What? Oh, happy birthday to Noel Kenny. I just thought of that there. Laura didn't even tell us.
Noel Kenny is in...
Noel Kenny's birthday is today.
Well, there's two Noel Kennys. His father
Noel
and
Kenny
himself.
Jr..
Oh, now you're being specific.
Yeah.
What age is he? Is he big age?
Noel is he 22 or 23?
He'd be one of them. Anyway, happy birthday,
I think
Noel.
he's 22. Happy
he
birthday,
won't hear
Noel,
this now
love.
for a couple of months.
Oh yeah, he's always about 8 episodes behind.
Yeah, he is. Also, happy birthday to Shawnee Walsh.
Happy birthday, Shawnee Walsh.
Yeah,
Bye, fair
that-
play to you. He's 24 now.
He's
would you believe?
24, yeah. It's a big celebration for the
they're
24th
all
birthday.
fine. Have they the same birthday, the two boys?
No, I don't think it's very similar. Two dates are very similar. Yeah.
They've
Very
all
close,
similar
same
birthdays.
month.
They've all
Same
similar
month.
birthdays,
Geez,
those
fair
two boys.
play to you, Laura, for thinking of that.
Yeah.
The 4th of
Brendan
February
would have
is indeed
never-
Noel Kenny's birthday.
Brendan would have never thought of that.
What's Thursday then? What date is that? The 6th. That's Shawnee's birthday.
Yeah,
So if anyone would like to...
any more on birthday, there must
Yeah.
be something else like.
yeah, something else you want to talk about? No?
When did Galway get liberated from the Indians?
It was the 8th of March.
Anyway, we'll see you at the live show. Is this the last one before the live show?
Oh, feck, it's not. No.
No, is it not? No.
No.
Oh, one more. Is it?
Oh, it's not. It's the last one before the live show.
This is the last one before the live show, lads.
Oh,
So you better get your tickets.
you're right, it is, because it goes out on Thursday the 6th.
Yeah, yeah.
Which would be Shawnee's birthday. Happy birthday, Shawnee. And Noel's
It goes out
birthday's
on
over.
Friday the 7th.
It goes out the 7th. So
Yeah.
Shawnee's birthday and Noel's birthday
And then the
over.
next one then is the 14th. So there won't be an episode.
There
It'll
won't
just
be an episode. It's really
you'll
good
have
that
to
we
go.
thought of this. So you
Yeah.
have to go to the live show. If you want
Yeah.
an episode the week of Valentine's,
Yeah.
you have to go. And we're
No.
giving away a young one. There's an actual woman from Germany being
Yeah.
given away
Yeah.
to a lucky man.
No.
Ooh, what more do you want?
Is there anyone else's birthday, Ray, that we could put up?
I can't think of it.
3 years live on a
Oh yeah, Sarah.
It's Sarah's
German Sarah's 3-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 3 years since she arrived in Sligo. Imagine if you had an anniversary. You probably do have an anniversary. We're talking
No,
such
we just
ring.
passed our, me and Nicola 18 years together.
18-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it someone's birthday? No, okay. Listen, we'll see you at the live show
So
next
we'll see you
week.
at the live show. The live show will unfortunately be out on the 21st.
Yeah.
That's when you'll hear that. So you won't get a podcast next week.
You won't, but people at the live show
But they will, yeah. And then they'll listen to the same podcast the following week.
They will.
Yeah.
And
It's
they'll,
wonderful.
yeah, it'll be marvellous. Okay.
Marvellous.
Ray, fair play to me.
Fair, before we go.
Oh, go on. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, no, I've interrupted that.
Shout out for a birthday.
Is that a birthday?
Fun.
I'm just really happy that the next podcast we're recording here, we won't be shouting on about a live show. I feel like we've just been plaguing everyone. But
We're going to start talking about Patreon every week.
okay,
So
fair enough.
the
Patreon is there.
I mean, you were adamant that we have these beers in front of us.
Yeah.
You were like, no, we better take out beers and put them in front, like.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but you're telling me not to be talking about Patreon every
Okay,
week.
fine.
and
Talk
that's be-
all you want about Patreon next week, next time.
Next week,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
sign up for
yeah,
Patreon
yeah,
this
no,
week.
no,
Not
don't
until
sign
next
up,
week.
yeah. You
No
get
one.
a free coffee mug.
Yeah, but don't chat about that.
Or a
Yes,
t-shirt,
Ray. Not
depending
until
on
next
which
week.
one, yeah, okay.
Don't talk about the t-shirt.
Now
and
you
the
can
free
go to
cup.
fair play to me.
Okay, fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Garavogue.